What's cracking, y'all? Um, Salute to the boxing world, boxers, and the fans of the sport. I want to talk about Jermell Charlo. He's in the news now. He was arrested for battery and domestic violence and some other charges. But it makes me wonder what's really going on with him. Both of them actually. I mean, I think if you've been following the sport and you've been familiar with the Charlo brothers, at least early on in their careers, they were well known hotheads. They were always hot headed. They did a lot of barking and a lot of roaring, lions only. And I'm not taking away nothing from their skill set and their ability to box. They're one of the top fighters. They're among the top fighters in this sport. I'm not going to say they're both in the top 10 right now. Maybe one of them is Jermell, but I'm just talking about just in general. You still got to acknowledge them as the top fighters. They're probably in the top 20 for sure. But anyway, it confuses me. And it just reminds me that no matter how much money you're making, it doesn't change your emotions and what can trigger you. You know, it don't change your emotions and your triggers. I think Jamal Charlo got his biggest bag off of fighting Canelo. It was not a great performance. All of us have seen him perform much better than what he showed against Canelo. But he made a lot of good money. And like they say, more money, more problems. So we got another problem now. Houston, we have a problem. Houston's home, allegedly. I mean, there's talks that they are from different areas, but they rep Houston. So, hey, y'all's kings over there. I think they need some therapy, anger management classes, something. Because even if people are in the wrong and if they are not the initiators of the attacks in the beginning, I feel like there's a way you can go about handling things, self control. I don't think Jamal or Jabel have a whole lot of self control to be as rich as they are, to have the money that they have and the possessions and stuff. I don't know how close certain family members are to them, or if their close family members are even helping to just keep them balanced. I mean, you can't really tell too many people with a whole lot of money what they should do and what they shouldn't do, but you would think there's some people that they are close to that they can value the opinion of, like an uncle, an aunt, mom, dad, whoever. But for Jermell Charlo to do all of that ducking and running and moving and dodging from Canelo, it disappoints me and it saddens me that he would strike his wife in that way and in a way brag about it. But he didn't even barely lift a finger to Canelo Alvarez. And to hear him say, and then she gonna call the police like a woman would do. Well, bro, what do you expect, dog? If you had some self-control, you wouldn't have provoked her to do that. You should know mostly all women are going to do something like that. Especially, it don't matter if they started it or not. Once you start bringing the aggression to them and they start feeling that pain, go to police! 911! They could have been the bad person in that. They could have been the evil one and the one that initiated it, the violence, and provoked you and probably wanted you to do what you did. But you got to be smarter than that, Jermell Charlo. Somebody got to talk to these guys because You let the woman, like you said, you make the woman win when you allow her to do that. Women in general. But if you allow your woman to get you to that level to where you punch on her, now we have to see if that's cap or not. This could be some type of a, if I'm a conspiracy theorist, I would say, oh, this is a humiliation ritual he pulling. Because I saw a video recently. I don't know if that's really recent, but it looked like it was recent. His wife posted a video, and she didn't have not one mark on her face. She did this, and she showed evidence that she wasn't punched in the eye and it got big and blue or black, like he said. And then she called the police. If that was her eye ain't gonna go heal that quickly. Come on now. So, and then you got to ask yourself, who was recording that dude? Who's secretly recording Jermell Charlo? If if that person is in the company of Jermell Charlo, like he's family or a homeboy, somebody in that bunch can't be trusted. He got a Judas in his bunch. He need to get somebody up out of there. Whoever posted that, because you got deceived. Somebody betrayed you, Mr. Jermell Charlo. First of all, you shouldn't even been talking like that about the situation with your wife. But then for you to get recorded by somebody, yeah, you was all the way out of pocket, because somebody was like, oh, yeah, somebody got to hear this right here. This nigga wilding. So like these Texas niggas say, man, that nigga out of there. Yeah, that nigga Jermell out of there. Let me record this shit. This nigga trip. But men, pay attention to that. Learn from his lessons so you don't have to learn the same lesson he's learning right now. Don't put your hand on these women. Just walk away. If you got to pack your bags, if she try to stop you and she's trying to assault you, grab your phone. If you got to push her off you and say, hey, while you trying to get out the door, call 911, tell them, hey, look, man, my wife is assaulting me. I'm trying to leave. She's trying to stop me from leaving. I'm calling y'all now because she's going to try to call y'all and make up any little story. And I'm telling y'all right now, I have not put my hands on this woman. Get somebody over here right now, but I'm trying to leave. I'll meet with a sheriff and I'll talk with them, or I'll go to the police station. Whatever you got to do to cover your own ass. It's not smart. But I think Jermell Charlo needs to just get him some help, man. I think he needs to be humble. And I think that the judge or somebody needs to order him to some anger management, some counseling, some therapy, and some community service. And maybe he'll be a changed man, and he can cleanse himself and be a new rejuvenated Jermell. Jermell needs to be in the same boat. Because Jermell, if you ain't fighting Caleb Plant, sir, you need to join Jermell in that therapy and counseling and anger management. Can't let a man slap you. I don't care what color he is. You don't let a man slap you like that, and then you just give him a pass, and then you're going to try to fight somebody else. Come on, man. Men, learn lessons from these guys. Don't make the same mistake they make. Over and out.